Moving files inside of Windows 10 is very simple and straightforward. While there are a couple of different ways you can do it, we're going to go with one that I think is the easiest for moving large quantities of files and really helping getting them organized. The first thing you're going to want to do is to locate File Explorer, which typically will be right down here in the taskbar, and it'll be the little icon that looks kind of like a manila folder in a rack, like you would see on a desk. We will go ahead and click that to open it. So now this is your standard thing where you browse around and look. It shows you your recent files, frequent folders, and then a list of everything down the left-hand side here. If you don't see something, it could be that you have to click one of these little like greater than signs to expand the menu and get a hold of all your folders. If we're going to be moving things, the easiest way for me for large quantities of things is to have two instances of File Explorer open side by side. So if you want to open this again, hold down Shift and then click on the File Explorer icon again, and now you'll have a duplicate instance of that. That will actually work for any program. We can take one of them and we'll just drag it off to the side of the screen until you'll notice this animation of like a rectangle appearing. I'll do that one more time. Once you see that, you can let go and it's automatically going to fill half of the screen, and then it gives you the option of which of your other running programs you would like to have fill the other half of the screen. So in this case, we'll click the other instance of File Explorer, and now we have these side by side, so it makes it really easy to move things from one to the other. Usually the file you want might be in Downloads, where, as you can see, I have quite a lot of things over there. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to Downloads, and let's say we want to move it over into Documents. Let's make a new folder here. That's actually a good thing to see anyway. To make a new folder, we can go ahead and right-click in a blank space here and click New. Come up to Folder, and you can see it makes one right away. And since everything is already highlighted in blue, you don't have to backspace or anything. You can just start typing. I'm just going to call it Demonstration, if I can type. And so now we have that folder. We can double-click on it to open it up. And now all we have to do to move things over there is literally just left-click on them and drag them over. Like we'll take this picture, drag it, and you'll see it says underneath it, Move to Demonstration. And that's it. It's in there. You may see that your computer settings might have it set up for it to just copy over, in which case it would have said Copy to Demonstration. The difference really is just copy leaves the original behind back here in Downloads, whereas in this case with Move, it has taken it and moved it entirely over without leaving a copy behind. If you have moved something, and let's say you accidentally let go somewhere over here and it plopped it into one of these folders and you don't know where it was, you can always hit the Undo button up here near the top left. It'll be that arrow curling back around on itself. If you don't see that, right here is this little triangle pointing down with a line on it. You can click there and it'll give you the option to add things or remove them from the little quick access toolbar up here. Make sure there's a check next to Undo, and then it'll show up here. Let's go ahead and hit that now, hit Undo, and see just right back where it came from. And that way you don't have to worry about misplacing something if you can't figure out like, oh, now I dropped it by accident. That's fine. If you want to take multiple files and move them over, let's say the easiest thing would be if you just want to take all of these from last week, let's say. You start in the first one, then after you click the first one, then hold Shift, then click the last one, and now they're all highlighted in blue, and you can just drag the entire lot over and it moves all of them over here. Now, let's say I don't really want to do that. We'll come back and hit Undo, put them back. Let's say instead I only wanted to take select files over, but still move more than one at once. In that case, you click the first one, and then now you hold down the Control button, probably marked CTRL on your keyboard, and then just click whichever individual files you want to move over. Now you notice those individuals are highlighted blue, and then you can drag from any of the highlighted files and move it over into the new folder. And that's where they are now. Now you may notice that the way these two folders are displaying is different, and if you would rather have it look one way or the other, like this one's showing large icons and this one's showing as a list, you can just click View up here, and in this box it's going to show you the different ways you can view things. And as you hover the mouse over it, it'll demonstrate how it's going to appear. I tend to like to see like medium or large icons just to give me a better idea of what I'm working with. But other things will work better for other people. Now again, I don't really want to move these, so I'm going to go ahead and hit Undo, and they go right back to where they came from. That is really going to be the easiest way to move things around, I think, especially for large quantities of files. I can show you real quick what the other methods are if you're just moving one or two. let's go ahead and down the left hand side here we'll find, yeah, I don't see that folder. Well, we come down here, this PC documents, yeah, so now the demonstration folder is here again. You can find it over here and literally just drag an item over there. Like we'll pick this one, drag it, and you'll see now it says move to demonstration, let go, and now it's there. That can be one of the ones where it's a little bit easier to accidentally let go of things at the wrong place, so remember where that redo or undo button is. Alternatively, you can right click on something and bring up this full menu, and you'll see the options here for cut or copy. Like before, if I were to click copy, it would put a copy of this in my clipboard and leave the original behind. And if I cut it, it removes it entirely once I've done the move. So we'll come over here and we'll go to demonstration. And now we can right click in a blank spot over here and click paste. And now it's over here. And if we go ahead and move back, you'll see that it's gone from here. And again, if I'd hit copy, it would still be behind. But since I hit cut, it is gone. But again, I want to move it back, so we'll undo, and right back it comes. Those are the basics for all of that. You can add new folders and any of these things, so it would be the same thing where you right click in a spot and in a blank space and bring up that menu, hit new, and put folder, and you would do it that way. And that is it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us at the address or phone number shown on this screen.